Hello students, welcome back to the ADP classes. This is the continuation of the previous session. So while loop, we were discussing about. Those who have not watched my previous video, please watch it. I've already shared the link. So here, name is initialized to null string. Null string is one, just it's a single quote opening and single quote closing. It looks like a single double quote. Okay, name is assigned to a null string. Then there is a while statement which keep on testing whether your name is equal to your name. Okay, yeah, obviously it is not equal to your name, condition will be true. While name is not equal to your name, you have not typed the string as your name, right? It is just a blank, it's just a blank string. So while name is not equal to your name, condition will be true. What happens? It asks you to enter. There is a printf. Check the indentation. There is an indentation inside. So inside while, okay, in body of while, that is print. Please type your name. Is the statement printed? Then name is equal to input. Please type your name is there. Then name is equal to input. That means input is the function call you are making. So it waits for your input. I mean user input. It waits. It takes the value from you and assign the same to name. Takes the value from you, assign the same to variable name. Then print thank you. Right? Right? So next is the break statement. So there is a shortcut. So break statement, the thing which you have studied already in the other programming example, other programming languages. So what is the purpose of using break? It is used for jumping purpose, right? Termination of a block. Here also it serves the same purpose. So there is a shortcut to getting the program execution to break out of the while loop. So early termination, if some condition satisfied, then just skip the remaining iterations, just terminate the loop. For that purpose we can use this break statement. Here is an example. Okay, along with while boolean variable, the result of it is used true. So this will remain true always. While of true will remain true. Please type your name is the statement printed. It halts for your input, I mean user input, that will be assigned to variable name, right? Input is the function which takes input from the keyboard or from the input device, that is assigned to name. Then in place of name, if you type your name, then what happens? In place of name, if you type your name, simply loop terminates. How? By executing the break statement. Otherwise it will keep on asking please type your name and all. Okay, because you are inside the while loop. If the condition is true, that many number of time, as long as the condition is true, loop should be executed. Please try to understand. So as long as the condition is true, loop should be executed. According to that statement, it will, this will, the loop will remain true. Please type your name only, it will ask every time. Once you input the name, that will be assigned to variable name. Okay, every time it will be tested with string your name. So if you type Vibhav, Sairaj, whatever, right, that will not be equal to your name. So no question of, that will not be equal to string your name, so no question of executing the break statement. So in place of Vibhav or Sairaj, whatever, instead of them, if you just type your name, what happens? Loop will be terminated because of the execution of the break statement. Right? Finally, it prints a thank you statement. So this loop is called as infinite loop. Infinite loop is the one which normally has got no termination, right? So now it will remain true always. That's why it will keep on executing. Such infinite loops to be manually terminated with the help of jump statement like break. This is one of the example, and you can see the execution of the program using this URL here you can see. So you can test the statements. So initially the line to be executed is a while statement. Check the green line as well as red line. Previously executed statement is while of true. This is true always. So print, please type your name. This execute statement will be executed now. So once I click on next, what happens here? Please type your name. Prompt comes. Next is name equal to input. Say we have typed it as AI. Okay, AI is the name we have typed. So it is compared with your name. If name is compared with your name, obviously AI is not equal to your name, isn't it? So what happens? It will come back to the previous location, that is while statement. It will come back, while is true always. So please type your name will be printed once again. Okay, getting no? So this time I have typed your name in place of earlier I have typed AI. Now say the name you have typed is your name itself, that will be equal to your name is equal to your name, isn't it? What should happen? Condition is true now. Break should be executed. So break will be executed as you can see the next executable line, red mark, right? Break is executed. So after that you cannot see here. So print your name is print that you have provided as an input. So next is the print statement executed. So this is the next statement. You don't have to come back to the while of true because loop is terminated now. So thank you will be printed. Thank you will be printed at the end, right? Next we have continue statement. So continue, this also used inside the loop, right? Just recall break and continue, which you have studied in the lower semester. Break is used to terminate the loop, where continue can be used to skip some iterations of the loop, right? So when the program execution reaches the continue statement, the program execution immediately jumps back to the start of the loop and re-evaluates the loop's condition. Okay, let us see an example for continue. Again, an infinite loop is taken while of true, which indicates an infinite loop which will remain true always. So it will ask you a statement, who are you, and it holds for your input. So print who are you is the body of while. So there is an indentation given below it. Name equal to input, the value or the keywords or set of keywords, say string, which you are going to provide, that will be assigned to variable name. Then that is compared with Joe using if statement. If name is not equal to Joe, then continue. Okay, otherwise it prints hello Joe, what's the password. Even we have used break also. Okay, let us see its execution directly. So check the path of the control. First statement is a while statement, infinite loop, condition is true. So it will go to next statement, who are you, that will be printed. You can see the output, who are you is printed. Next it is compared, so it take halts for user input. Sorry, so it has asked who are you. We have provided an input, say I am fine thanks, who are you, we have asked. That is compared with Joe, right? Obviously it is not equal to Joe, condition will be true. So what it does, it will execute continue statement, right? It will come back to while of true. It will come back to, it will simply skip the remaining portion of the loop. What is the remaining portion? Hello Joe, what is the password? Then password, such statement, the statements which are written below as a body of while will not be executed. They are all skipped because of the execution of continue. Please try to understand. You have not come out of the loop. Instead, you are going back to the loop statement only. So while of true is tested again, who are you is asked, so that will be printed. As you can see the output, who are you is printed again. It waits for your input, say this time you have entered Joe. Okay, test the output here, you have entered Joe, so that now name is not equal to Joe, then only execute continue. Now what is the name entered? Name entered is Joe. Joe will be equal to Joe, so no question of executing continue. If you are not executing continue, just execute next print statement. Hello Joe, what is password is the question, you see, right? So see the control, now control has skipped the continue part, and here it is marked printf statement is marked, that will be executed. After executing, you could see the same message over here, hello Joe, what is the password, is it a fish, whatever. Next it waits for your password, that will be assigned to variable password. Okay, his password is entered as Mary, say password is entered as Mary. It is compared with swordfish. What is the password you have entered? Mary, Mary is the password, and we are comparing it with swordfish. Obviously it is false, no question of executing break statement. Whether break is executed? Obviously no, break will not be executed, right? What happens? Again you are inside the while loop, come back to, since while open loop or infinite loop, it will remain true always. When you can terminate this, you can terminate it only with the help of the break statement. So you have to make that break to be executed. That means password should be executed as swordfish. That's it. So again it is asking who are you. It will ask, you see. Check the control, path of the control, check the red mark, print statement will be executed. So print statement is executed, who are you is printed. So password you have typed as Mary. Mary is not equal to swordfish. Obviously it will come back to while statement again. So while of true is printed, so who are you is that will be printed again, who are you. Okay, so this time again name is marked as Joe, no question of executing continue. Name, since name Joe is equal to Joe, no question of executing continue, directly go to print hello Joe, so that will be printed. Just check the output, just check the right hand side area. Okay, hello Joe, what is the password? It will give the hint also, is it a fish? Now this time we are entering the password as swordfish. Okay, password is entered as swordfish, that is compared with swordfish. Swordfish is compared with swordfish. What should happen? Condition is true, break should be executed. So break is executed. You can see the arrow mark, please see, check it carefully. So check the red line, next executable statement, that is break statement. After executing break, loop terminates. Next print statement, control will execute. So break is executed, green line you can see, execution is done, execution of break is done. So loop is terminated. Next executable statement is the last print statement. This is not the body or not the part of the while loop. So indentation is deleted. What are the part of the while loop then? While of true, after that there is an indentation given, and under same indentation rest of the statements are marked. So they are all the part of the while. Then what is the part of if? Part of if is continue. Since there is one more indentation is given, please check them carefully. What is the body of another if statement? Break statement, because there is an indentation given. Now last print statement is not a body of while, so indentation is deleted. It is sticked on to the leftmost part of the editor. Okay, so access granted is the statement that will be printed. You can see that in the output screen, access granted, right? So this is what the output part. So that's it for this session. Let us continue our discussion in the next session. Thanks for watching.